users orientation for our new people who have just joined us in the business. And I request every one of you, if you have new people who have joined the business, please let them come in on Mondays at 12 p.m. and they get through this session. And even us, the old people, please, you can still watch this session so that you learn. One day when your friend joins, and you don't know how to orient them, of course, the more you keep watching this video of orientation, you will learn how to do this and it will really work for you. Okay, so I want to welcome all of you. You are in the best business. You joined the best industry. You are in the right time of this business. You are going to enjoy it. You are going to make it. You are going to be a winner. You are going to be successful in this industry. This is an industry which favors everyone to prosper, to really make it and be successful. You get the point? So all of you are very welcome. I want to tell you that this business is a trading business. Okay, this is a trading business. Busubuzi. Okay, so since we are in a trading business, I want you to put it in your mind that capital is key. So keep growing your capital, keep growing it, and keep learning. Trading businesses should be learned. You cannot be in trading and you ignore learning, otherwise you lose a lot of opportunities. But if you decide to learn, you're going to maximize opportunities. You get my point? Otherwise, I'm very humbled and I'm welcoming every one of you who has joined us, that you are very welcome to our business. You're very welcome to our team. We are going to mentor you. We are going to chisel you. We are going to make sure that you become a money-making machine yourself with your application of RayoQ Robot. We are going to be taking you through this journey. What I'm going to tell you is that you are not going to be in this alone. We are in this together. Okay, we are in this together. We are going to walk the walk with you. You are not alone in the business. We are together. We are going to build this together. We are going to walk the walk with you. But I want to guarantee you, and I want to remind you this: success is 100% your responsibility, and failure is 100% your responsibility. As a team, we are there to support you. As leaders, we are there to guide you. It is you to decide to be successful or not. Because there are things we won't force you to do, like growing your capital, like sharing your link. That's your responsibility as a person, 100%. But otherwise, for us, our job is to guide you, is to mentor you. If you can do that, then we are good to go and build this together. First of all, we are going to go through our application of RayoQ. Okay, we are going to go through our application of RayoQ. Let me first log in here. Let me first log in here. Please, when you enter the meeting, mute yourself unless you have a suggestion or a question, or there is a problem with Zoom. Maybe you can you cannot find. Let me mute something. Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, that's my screen. That's my screen. Now, this is our robot, RoyoQ, Royo Quantitative Robot. This robot, when you open it, and it brings that icon, which looks like okay, you see that message which has just popped up? You always tap it. This is a general message, okay? In case RoyoQ has a general message for all of us, it tells us from here that it has told us that there is futures martingale strategy now available. We'll be taking you through all those things. Now, this is how our application looks like. This application you are seeing here, it's a life-changing application. It's a game-changer application. It's really changing the game of online working. It's changing the game of online businesses. We are no longer needing scams on the internet. We are eliminating scams online. People are no longer losing their money. People will no longer lose money. Why? Because this application has come, it's legit, it is secure, and we don't put our money on this app. What a wonderful concept. I want to take you through this app so that you understand it very well. I'm going to start with the different icons on it. The first icon, it is here. When you tap there, RoyoQ is asking you, which exchanger are you using in trading? If you're using Binance, you tap Binance. If you're using Huobi, you tap Huobi. So it will be displaying coins of different exchanges. For example, I use Binance. The next icon is here. Are you seeing it? It's here. That icon is that icon means notifications. So whenever the robot has a message it wants us to read, it sends that message from there. For example, whenever it sells or buys, it notifies us that I've sold, I've bought, I've sold, I've bought, I've sold, I've bought. It always informs us from there. Okay. Okay. Then API binding. What is API binding? This is where we connect our robot with our exchanger, for example, Binance. API binding is a process where you connect your robot to your exchanger where your capital is, and the robot trades from there. The robot is only given one permission on your Binance, is to trade. No other permission. It's not allowed to withdraw. It's not allowed to deposit money. Its only permission is trading. Okay, so that gives us a security over our money. We can't lose our money to the bot. The next icon is revenue details. What does revenue details mean? Revenue details means when the market, the robot shows you the profits you have made in trading. The robot is showing you the profits you have made in trading. Look here. Every time you make a profit, the robot will notify you about the profits you made. You have made this money, 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 you have made this money. You see, every time it makes a profit. Then it will show you today's profit, and then it will show you total revenue. Total revenue is the amount of money you have ever made since you started trading. Second, it will show you the profit analysis, how you've made money over the week, how you've made money over the month. Some months were good, some months were not. Okay, some days in a month. Then reward details. What is reward details? Reward details is where we this is where a robot shows you the money you are making from your team. Our robot, it pays you in case you share this app to other people and they buy the robot, it will pay you $30 if someone activates the robot with your link. And still, whenever that person trades, the robot, the money it charges them, it will share it with you at 20% level. Now that income, it shows it to you from here. The income of your team. In RoyalQ, we don't trade alone. You trade with other people. The next is asset. What is asset? Asset, this is where we put the money. This is where we put the fuel. When you are trading, I want you to understand this concept as a new person in the business. We activate the robot at $120. And so that's the money you subscribe for using the robot. And then the profits the robot makes for you, you give it 20% of that profit. For example, if it makes $1,000 as profits, you give the robot $200. Are we getting the concept? So that means the developer of this robot is in business. Is making money every day from the same market we are making the money from. That means he had to make sure that his robot is on point to make profits for people because he benefits too. He makes 20%. Now that percentage, the robot share it with you in case you gave a link to someone and they are trading. The robot shares with you each 20%. It shares it with the people who give their links. Are we communicating? So now, when you are trading, you have to make sure that you put what we call fuel on the robot's wallet, which is called asset. When the robot trades, it will deduct its share from here. For example, you see, whenever it traded on 7th, it deducted its share here. From the asset, we call that fuel fees. Actually, if this money goes below, if it goes down, the robot will notify you. The robot will notify you that, hey, please add money. You get my point? It will notify you that, sir, our money on the fuel is less. Hope we have got that. So this is the wallet's robot. It's where you pay it from. That's why the day you activated the robot, you put money on this wallet. It's also where the robot pays you from in case you share your link to people. When the robot pays you that money, it puts it here. That's why we have the withdraw button and we have the deposit button. Depositing is putting money. Withdraw is withdrawing money. Okay. And then the robot, when you look here in the corner, there is a blue icon. When you tap it, this is the details of transactions. Whenever you do deposit, the robot will show you. Whenever you do withdraws, the robot will show you. It will keep that record. Okay? Then invite friends. Inviting a friend. Inviting a friend, this is where the robot gives you a link from. The link you use. Okay? The link you use to share to other people so that they activate their robots with your link. This link is a road to wealth in case you give it to the right people. Now there are two icons. We have my invitation code. We give this to someone who's registering using an application. Then invitation link, we give this to someone who's registering with a browser. So, for example, invitation link, my advice is give people the link. So you tap the link, then you come and give it to someone in the inbox, for example. Okay, when you tap it there, no, let me choose whom should I use? I have my group here. Okay, for example, my goodness, let me do this. Okay, for example, I've sent this link to someone. When I send it to my friend, if they tap it, it will take them direct to the browser, and it helps them to register. They just put their email, they put their password, they tap send verification code, they receive the code from the email, and then they register. Okay? Why? Because when you tell someone go on the Play Store and download RayoQ, they may download a fake app. On the Play Store of Android, there are fake applications. That's the real app, but here we have more to fake apps. In case they register any of those, that person will lose money. Those are fake apps. So when you give them a link, it will be better. Why? Because after registration here, down there is a word download, which will take them to the website, to the company website. Then they tap download again, and then it will direct them to the real app on the Play Store, so they cannot lose their money. Okay, are we at par? Then user guide. What is user guide? User guide, this is where the robot communicates with you of all information about it. It's like you buy a new radio. A new radio has a book, a user guide, or a manual guide, which has all the information about the robot. So every information about the robot is here. It's just a matter of reading. Then mentor. Who are mentors? These are top leaders of RayoQ. You can decide to follow any of those you would love to, who is mentoring you in the business. Okay, you can follow them. There are very many here. Okay, mostly if the person introduced you into the business if he is part of these mentors, go and follow them. Okay, now let's go. Now when you go here down, these are the coins we are trading. These are the coins we are trading. There are very many. Okay, so as a new person, you cannot trade all these coins unless your capital is so good. Actually, for me, when I'm designing settings, every coin I give it average of 1 million Ugandan shillings. So that means if you want to trade all of these coins, you must have 100 million shillings. If you want to trade 10 coins, you must have 10M. If you want to trade 5 coins, you must have 5M. So every trade you are seeing here, it means money. So don't be with $100 and you want to trade 3 coins. That's a financial mistake. It's like you have only 300,000 Ugandan shillings and you want to start up a wholesale shop. How are you going to do that? It's impossible. Okay, so the robot has different types of trading. It has spot and futures. Okay, it has spot and futures. Sports and futures trading. But most of us, we are trading spot, it's risk-free. Then in spot, it has 3 types of trades. It has Bitcoin trades and Ethereum trades. Most of the trades are in US dollars. Bitcoin trades, I only recommend it to people who are holding. People who are holding. If you're not holding money, don't put BTC trades. Because when you are holding, do you know what holding means? For example, I have 1 million shillings and I want to hold my Bitcoin. If I buy Bitcoin worth 1 million shillings, when Bitcoin right now, the price of Bitcoin is at 27,700 shillings. Are you seeing it? So that means if Bitcoin goes above that, let's assume it goes to 30,000, that means my money will also increase from 1 million to some other good money. You get my point? So if I'm trading with Bitcoin, I'm trading a coin called XRP, for example, but I'm trading in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, even my capital goes up. But still, if it goes down, the same concept, your capital will go down. Okay? But I'm trading using Bitcoins. So my capital keeps growing as I'm making money out of it. Hope you're getting my point. So I recommend that trading so much, mostly for the people who are holders. And if you're a holder, we put these trades in cycle. We don't remove them. Okay? You get a budget, we trade them in cycle. Thank you so much. Let's go. Then tap strategy. What is strategy? Strategy is where we see our trades from. This is where we see our trades from. The trades which are making money for us. When you are seeing trades in red, that means these coins are in buying mode. They are buying. If you see these trades in green, that means they are in selling mode. They are about to calculate profits. So if you see them in red, that means it's time for buying. They must buy. But if they are in green, it's time for selling. So the trades you are having are seen here. Okay? Now, there is a word floating loss. Don't get scared with this word because it means unrealized loss. It's not a loss. We only make a loss in this business if we sell at loss. You get the point? We don't make a loss unless we have sold at loss. Okay. Circle. Circle, these are number of traders which you can follow and you trade like their system is. However, I don't recommend this type of trading because you don't know who you are following. Okay. So then tap mine. Mine. What is mine? First of all, mine, this is where mine, this is where you see the mine, this is where you see most of the options on the robot. For example, user benefits. User benefits is the first option. In this option, the robot is showing us different ranks the robot has. The first rank is called junior. When you were junior, the robot, okay, by the way, these ranks are given to people who are sharing their links. If you're a junior and you give your link to someone and they activate the robot will pay you $30. And if that person trades, the money the robot charges them as they're making profits, it will give you 20% over that money. So in royalty business, this part, I send this part to people who are interested in building communities or teams. You're going to make crazy money here. Why? Why? Why do I say this? Look, the robot will share profits with you when you build a team. As your team grows, the robot will give you ranks. The first rank is called middle. When you are a middle, the robot will pay you $40 on everyone who activates their robot. Second, the robot will give you 30% of its share. Third, the robot will be giving you $10 on everyone who activates their robot indirectly. Let's go. We go to advanced. It's the second rank. Advanced rank. The robot pays you $50 and 40% share, and then $20 for every indirect person who gives your team. So these are different ranks. There are 5 of them, but all these ranks you get them after growing your network. The robot pays $70 on the last rank on every person who buys the robot. I want you to imagine someone has bought the robot at $120 and the robot pays back $70. Almost it has paid you 70% or 65%. It is 60, by the way, 60% of its money. Then the robot pays you 60% of its share in trades of your team. We evaluated this rank and we realized that the robot pays at least $15,000 to someone who hits this rank of a global partner. Imagine $15,000, that's like 15 million Ugandan shillings here in Uganda. Is that good money or not? And it's doable. We can do it as a team. Okay, we can do it as a team, and we reach here very many of us. Then we have looked at assets, of course, API binding. We looked at it. Now let's see team. What is team? Team, these are the number of people on your organization. The robot will show them here the number of people who are in your team. The robot will show you that these are the number of people you have, and this is this is what you need to rank up. For example, when you look here, the robot is saying it has given you a target. When you hit 20 people and at least 3 people with your direct link, you are going to get a rank. Okay, then let's look at my strategy settings. This is where we see the settings we have for our trade settings. Okay, for our trade settings. You get my point. For our trade settings, these are the settings. So if we design these settings depending on your capital, you have started your business, but $100 is your capital. You have started the business, but your capital is $300, $1,000, $5,000. We design your settings from there. Then share. Share still, this is where we find our link we share to other people. Okay. Then ROIQ feedback. This is the customer care of the robot. In case you have any inquiry, mostly these technical inquiries, you have deposited, but money has not reached. Even your leader may not know the answer. Just come to ROIQ feedback, they will tell you the answer. Okay, security center. Security centers, these are settings in case you want to put biometrics like fingerprint in your ROIQ, you can do that from here. Then system settings. These are just settings for the robot in case you want to change something or anything. Okay. So that's what's about the robots. What I want you to know is that this business is done. When you want to succeed in this business, do these 2 things. Do these 2 things. You can do them both or master one. You will be successful. First of all, in our business, we make money in 2 ways: in trading and team building. Okay, trading and team building. Master 2 of them or master 1, you will make the money. If you decide that I'm going to focus on trading, in trading, have good capital. Don't settle for less. Don't be there with your $100 and you want to make a lot of money. Hey, go and look for money. Because in any trading business out there, even if you go in school, even if you go in downtown there, if you have good capital, you make good profits. Not so? Who is trading with less money and they are making a lot of money? Few of them. Even if it means going out there and you borrow money, do it and grow capital. Even if it means go out and talk to your mother and they get you some money, go and do it. Can't look for money. Have 10 millions, have 20 millions, have 15 millions in trading, have 100 millions. Some people are scared. They're like, where are we going to get that money? I don't know. But what I'm trying to show you is that in trading, capital matters. Capital matters. When you have good capital, you are going to make crazy profits. That's the point. Why? Let me tell you something. If my capital is $100 and I make 30% in a month, did you know that I make only $30? What if I had 1,000 and I make 30% a month? I would make $300. That's 1.1 million Ugandan shillings. But what if I had 10,000 and I make 30% in a month? I focused on trading. My focus was trading. My capital is $10,000. That is 37 million Ugandan shillings. In a month, when the robot makes 30%, because your focus is on trading, that means all your mind is on trading. You make $3,000 in a month. At the dollar rate currently, you make 11 million Ugandan shillings. Which business out there can give really such huge profits? When you're having only 10,000 and you're making 10 millions as pure profits, no bills. Isn't this amazing? Sure. What if you had $100,000 and you make 30%? You would make 30K. That's 100 millions, 110. So that's the difference. So that's why I'm saying that if you decided that let me focus on trading, grow your capital gradually, of course. I'm not saying that start today, go and look for 10,000. No, you have $100. It's okay. Keep moving, keep growing your capital, make it 150, 200, $1,000 someday, make it your goal. Now my goal is to hit 10,000 because you focused on trading. Now put all your mind there and grow your capital. You cannot start a business and your mind, it's not about growing capital. Like, are you really in business? Do you know why people take loans in banks? They want to elevate their businesses to put more capital so that their business can bring more profits. If I was having a salon and it was a small one, if it's really moving very well, my mind would be to enlarge it, to progress it from a smaller salon maybe to a unisex salon. So now I'll get 2 rooms and I enlarge my salon. I buy more equipment. That means I'll get more workers. I'll be having more customers. But if my salon was small, there is a number of customers who wouldn't be accommodated in such a room. Same thing with the royalty. If your capital is $1,000, think about it if it was $5,000. You think about it. A trade which has given you $10, if you had 5,000, it would have been $50. You get my point? Trades sometimes go down. Acro now is down almost 60%. If you increase your capital, you give it more margin calls and it keeps buying as it gives you more profits. So when you decided that I'm going to trade, grow capital gradually, of course. Take your time. You make a plan, build it. Then there is team building. Team building is looking out for other people who have capital to trade with you. For example, me, Usama Kainda, my trading capital is $200. What if I go out there and talk to my friends and I tell them, hey, how are you? There is an amazing robot I've found and it's really working very well and our money is safe. I would love to teach you how it works. If possible, you can invest in and we work together. I show them, I ask them how much money you have. I have $500. He comes on board with his $500. I get another one, I get another one, I get another one. So you might find out that at the end of the day, for me in the center here, my capital is 200, but I brought a guy with 500. I have another one with 500. I have another one with 1,000. I have another one with $200. I have another guy with $1,500. I have another one with $700. Do you know what it means? All this money here is going to be in my business. It's not my money technically, but it is money in my business. It's like a partnership. What the robot is going to do, it's going to share with me the profits it makes from these guys. It will give me a percentage depending on my rank. So if my whole team, for example, their trading capital, my whole team is $5,000. For me, I'm already trading. Now I'm looking for partnerships. For other people who have capital, they get on board, we work together. Let's assume all their capital is 5,000, the whole team. And the robot makes 30% for them as profits in a month, all of them. Okay. Now that means the robot will charge them 20%. The robot will charge them $300, the whole of them. This one has made this one has made this, but collectively, the robot will make $300. Remember, I am the one who built this team. I am the one who built this customer base for the robot. So the robot has to share profits with me. For example, at my rank, I'm an advanced broker. The robot must give me 40% of the money it makes from my team. So it will give me 40%. That means the robot, off the $300, it will give me $120. $120. It will give it back to me. So what does this mean? I had $200, my trading capital. If the robot made for me 30%, 200 times 30%, I made $60 plus the $120 from my team. That means in a month, I have made $180. I have made 669,000 Ugandan shillings. Is that amazing? If I had focused only on my trading capital, it would have been small money, just simple money, $60. But since I got partnerships with other guys, now I've collected more good capital. That means even if I decided that the money I make from my team, I'll add it on my trading capital. So from 200 plus 120 of that month, now I'll grow to $320. The following month, if the robot pays me the same money, I'll make $440. The other month, if the robot pays me more money, I'll go to $500. Imagine if it happened for 10 months. For 10 months. That means with my $200, I would add $1,200, and you would find me at the end of the year when I'm trading with $1,400. But technically, I only had 200 in the beginning of the year. You get my point. So partnership is also very important in ROIQ business. Mostly when you're trading capital is small, go out and look for some people to partner with who have different capital. This will really help you so much to grow your capital too. That's how the world works, by the way. In all my working fields I've been, we always had what we call money circles. Money circles. Do you know money circles? Like we can be a group of 10, and we decided that every week we are collecting $30 every person. $30. Every person every week bring $30. Every person every week bring $30. You get the point? Now, every week we are giving $300 to someone from these guys. Every week we are giving $300 to one person. Technically, this one person, maybe you would not be able to raise $300 in a week as a person. But because of a group, he has been able to get $300. We don't know what he's going to do to use this money for, but for trading. Of course, in ROIQ, we have this circle, but it was for trading. We were 14 people. So we decided that every week we are giving, like I'm giving an example. Every week times 14. So we are giving $420 to someone. Every week we are giving it to one person. What does this mean? You are getting $400 when technically you only had $30. Technically, you had only 30. Let's assume that week you were the lucky person and you got the vote and you got the 420. You have used the other people's money to get capital. That's how people grow. If you think you are going to grow with only your money, you are going to grow slow. Have partnerships. That's what I'm trying to teach you. Even in other fields, it's how it works like that. You see these ladies. I've been following ladies' financial growth in Uganda, and it's really very well. Look, they have a lot of groups. For example, ladies who are doing poultry, they can create a group. And they're like, you know what's up? This is what we are going to do. We are going to collect this amount of money. We give one farmer. Okay? Let's assume every month we are collecting 100,000. We are a group of 100 people. A group of 100 people, if they are collecting 100,000, that means they are collecting 10M. They're like, if we're a group of 100 people, every month, let's give this money to 5 farmers. Divide by 5. Everyone will be getting 2M. And they inject in their farms. And they keep bringing the 100,000. And then they help another person. So what does this help? It means that you have given a farmer 2M, but technically for him, he had only 100,000. But he's using 2M because of the other groups. RoyalQ has developed a system for you already like this. Don't worry, go to your robot, share your link to your friend. Let them buy the robot and start trading. The robot is going to share with you the money it makes from him. Is that amazing? It is the same concept with the partnership. You are partnering with the other guys to trade with. And it's really paying. It's really paying. Let me take you to, I want to show you the screenshot. I downloaded it yesterday. It's one of my good friends. He's really doing the business very well and very aggressively. Yeah? I want you to look at the screenshot. It was of 2nd October this month. Look, when you see this blue dashboard, it means someone has a partnership, a group of people who are trading under his link and is collecting $200 every single day. Every single day, $200. Every single day. You get the point? $200. That means someone can make $6,000 in a month. In a month. Technically, this is not his money. He looked out for other people who might want to trade, and the robot is paying. So now in our business, you can decide to master 2 things, trading and team building, or one. Even if you decide that let me master team building, it's okay, you're going to make money. If you decide like let me master trading, you're going to make money. If you decide like let me do both, we're going to make crazy money. So at the end of the day, our business is so good. I can recommend it to everybody. I can recommend them wholeheartedly that this business will work for us as it has worked for other people. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't want you to give up easily. Some people, this business also has ups and downs, like every other field of the world. Don't think this is a bed of roses. Of course, we have a lot of challenges. Okay, we have a lot of challenges. We have like the market trends. We don't know how the market can move. Don't give up. Keep learning. Keep growing your capital. Keep doing the business. I have seen very many people, they start today, they want to quit tomorrow because of the challenge they have faced. Hey, where are you going to succeed in this world? Where are you going to go and then there are no challenges? Nowhere. But let me tell you something. We have challenges in this business that the biggest part is profits. You get the point? The biggest part is profits. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for following my session today. Have a great time. Unless someone has a question, otherwise my session is done. Anyone with a question? If you have a question, type it in the chat. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great time. See you at the top. This Zoom will be available on our YouTube channel.